Inside the gym, Anthony Joshua moves with the quiet confidence of a man who already knows. The ending to the story everyone else is still debating. Every rep is sharp, every breath measured, every step grounded in years of championship discipline. This camp isn't about discovery. It's about sharpening what has already been proven 1,000 times in the ring. Across the ocean, Jake Paul trains with intensity of his own, trying to evolve from celebrity fighter into something resembling a true contender. Both men sweat, both push, and both present themselves as prepared, but the contrast is unmistakable. One is a heavyweight forged by wars with champions. The other is a cruiserweight determined to prove that fame does not define him. And somewhere in the middle of these two paths lies the most talked about matchup of the year, as Joshua tears through strength circuits and explosive movement drills. His team praises his genetic gifts, his improved conditioning, and his understanding of the body that carried him to Olympic gold and heavyweight glory. They speak about evolution and refinement, about watching him transform under discipline and structure. And yet, beneath all the praise rests a simple truth. Joshua does not need to transform for Jake Paul. He simply needs to show up. His trainers remind him of timing over power, control over chaos, and efficiency over wasted energy. They know that when a fight is already tilted by physics, reach, and raw experience, the only real danger is complacency. Meanwhile, outside the ring, the conversation grows louder. Promoters emphasize what the audience already suspects. The offer placed before Anthony Joshua is enormous. It is the type of financial opportunity boxers dream of when their careers begin and cling to as their careers evolve. Joshua has already climbed the mountain of heavyweight boxing, won the belts, filled stadiums, avenged defeat, and faced the most dangerous punchers of his era. At this stage, the argument is not whether he should take such a fight, but why he wouldn't. When thousands chant his name and millions stream the event, his reward becomes a business decision rather than a test of survival. Prize fighting is built on the first half of the word just as much as the second. Eddie Hearn freely admits the truth behind the scenes. A December tune-up against an unknown opponent was the plan. Then came an offer from Jake Paul's team that eclipsed anything on the table. Suddenly, the conversation shifted from staying active to seizing a once-in-a-career payday. The deal still requires networks, commissions, and licensing bodies to sign off, but the momentum is undeniable. Paul wants to fight. Joshua's team is ready for it, and the financial element is simply too large to ignore. Hearn says it plainly: when a fighter can earn more in one night than in several traditional bouts, the decision becomes obvious. But analysts warn that the matchup stretches the limits of what boxing commissions should allow. Experts who watched Joshua battle Wladimir Klitschko, Andy Ruiz, Joseph Parker, and Alexander Usyk shake their heads when they compare those fights to the idea of facing Jake Paul. They believe this contest widens the gap between spectacle and true competition. Joshua has fought elite, world-level heavyweights for over a decade. He has absorbed punches from giants, adapted under pressure, and been pushed deep into the trenches. Jake Paul, despite improvements and victories over retiring athletes, has not encountered anything close to heavyweight power. The disparity is so large that many insist a fully sanctioned fight should be impossible. Even those who support the matchup acknowledge the danger. They fear the consequences of a single clean right hand from Joshua. They note that a cruiserweight would never be sanctioned to fight a top heavyweight under normal circumstances. Yet Paul's fame appears to bend the rules. Fighters and trainers point out that the Fury vs. Ngannou example is misleading. Ngannou was a physical anomaly, with decades of combat experience in the body of a true heavyweight. Jake Paul does not share those attributes. When a two-time unified heavyweight champion lands with full force, they warn that the ending could be brutal. Still, the arguments do not stop the spectacle. Fans discuss it, reporters analyze it, pundits debate it, and promoters are eager to deliver it. Even Tommy Fury, the man who defeated Jake Paul, laughs at the idea of Paul stepping in with Joshua. He explains that if he could outbox Paul, a man like Joshua, taller, stronger, sharper, and far more explosive, would dismantle him with unimaginable ease. To Fury, the fight is more comedy than competition. Yet he knows millions will watch simply because the curiosity is too strong to ignore. Others take a more philosophical approach. They remind audiences that boxing is unpredictable. They point to strange upsets, shocking knockouts, and moments when logic collapses under the weight of a single, unexpected punch. David Hay recalls how the world dismissed Francis Ngannou, only to watch him knock down the heavyweight champion of the world. He admits that the odds are microscopic for Jake Paul, but in boxing, microscopic is not zero. For Joshua, this means staying sharp, not treating the fight as a foregone conclusion, not letting entertainment value sterilize the seriousness of the sport. Yet the overwhelming consensus persists. When the bell rings, the gulf between these two athletes will become painfully clear. Joshua's timing, precision, and heavyweight force will dictate the rhythm of the fight on his terms. Jake Paul will face a level of power and pressure he has never experienced before. The matchup, while captivating to the entertainment world, is a seismic reminder that boxing is not a playground. It is a dangerous place where size, skill, and pedigree matter, and where mismatches can become cautionary tales. But no matter which side people take, whether they see Jake Paul's courage as admirable or reckless, whether they believe Joshua is cashing in or wasting his time, everyone agrees on one thing. When the cameras switch on, when the ring announcer calls their names, when the arena lights burn bright and the crowd roars, we will all be watching. Because curiosity, spectacle, and combat have always been a magnetic combination, and this fight is shaping up to be exactly that. What do you think about Anthony Joshua stepping into the ring with Jake Paul? Is this the biggest mishmash of the decade, or is there more danger in this fight than people realize? Drop your thoughts below, hit the like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and make sure to subscribe for more deep dive boxing documentaries and dramatic fight analysis.